When we interact with an AI assistant like ChatGPT, it often feels like it remembers everything we say. For example, if I tell the assistant, "Hi, my name is Alex," and a few moments later ask, "What's my name?" it correctly replies, "Your name is Alex." But does the AI permanently remember my name? Not at all. It simply uses short-term memory, which allows it to remember information only during the current conversation. Short-term memory is simply the conversation history. Every message sent by the user and every response generated by the AI is stored for the duration of the conversation. Whenever a new question arrives, the AI doesn't receive only that latest question. Instead, it receives the entire conversation history, allowing it to understand context and generate relevant responses. Now that we understand the concept, let's implement short-term memory using the LangChain framework. LangChain automatically manages the conversation history through a component called Runnable with Message History, allowing our AI agent to maintain context across multiple interactions. First, we'll import the required LangChain classes. These components let us create the language model, store the conversation history, define the prompt, and automatically manage short-term memory. Next, we create our language model and define a prompt template. Notice the messages placeholder. This is where LangChain automatically inserts the previous conversation before sending the prompt to the language model. Next, we create a session store to maintain a separate conversation history for each user. The get_session_history function either retrieves an existing chat history or creates a new one for the current session. Finally, Runnable with Message History automatically saves every user message and AI response, then includes the conversation history with each new request, enabling our AI agent to maintain short-term memory. Now, let's test our implementation. First, we assign a session ID so LangChain knows which conversation history to use. We introduce ourselves by saying, "Hi, my name is Alex," and then mention, "I live in Delhi." Finally, we ask, "What's my name?" Even though we never repeat the name, the AI correctly answers, "Your name is Alex." This happens because Runnable with Message History automatically retrieves the previous conversation and includes it with every new request, allowing the agent to maintain context throughout the session. We can also inspect the stored conversation history. By retrieving the history for the current session, we can see every user message and AI response in chronological order. This conversation history is the short-term memory, which LangChain automatically maintains and uses to provide context-aware responses throughout the session. So, short-term memory is simply the conversation history that an AI carries throughout a session. Instead of remembering information permanently, the agent keeps track of previous interactions and includes them in every new request sent to the language model.